The year is 1862. Thunder cracks across the mountains of central Mexico. The skies over Puebla are dark and heavy with rain. From the distance, the rhythmic march of boots echoes. 6,000 French soldiers approach, led by one of Europe's finest generals. They are disciplined, well-equipped, and certain of a swift victory. Inside the city's aging forts, a much smaller ragtag force of Mexican soldiers and volunteers waits, not with fear, but with resolve. What happens next will stun the world. In the years before this day, Mexico was torn apart by internal strife. A brutal civil war between liberal and conservative factions had left the country fractured and deeply in debt. In 1861, President Benito Juarez, attempting to rebuild the nation, declared a moratorium on all foreign debt payments for 2 years. This enraged 3 major European powers, Britain, Spain, and France. While Britain and Spain opted to withdraw after initial negotiations, France had a different vision. Under Emperor Napoleon III, France sought to expand its empire across the Atlantic by establishing a monarchy in Mexico, one that would serve French interests and act as a buffer against growing American power. It was imperial ambition disguised as economic justice. Late in 1861, French forces landed at Veracruz and began their advance inland. Led by General Charles de Lorenzez, they believed Mexico would fall quickly. France's army was among the best in the world, veterans of campaigns in Europe, North Africa, and Asia. In contrast, Mexico's military was underfunded, disorganized, and poorly armed. By May 1862, the French had set their sights on Mexico City. But first, they needed to capture Puebla, a city strategically positioned on the route to the capital. Defending it was General Ignacio Zaragoza, a Texan-born Mexican commander just 33 years old. With limited resources, he gathered roughly 4,000 troops, many of whom were local farmers, tradesmen, and militia. They prepared defenses on the hills north of the city, fortifying 2 key positions, Fort Laredo and Fort Guadalupe. On the morning of May 5th, the French launched their assault. The terrain was muddy from days of rain, making it difficult to move artillery. The French soldiers advanced in tight formations up the slopes, but as they climbed, they were met with fierce resistance. Mexican soldiers fired from behind stone walls and trenches, while cavalry units flanked and disrupted French positions. Despite being outgunned, the defenders repelled multiple waves of attack. Each time the French regrouped and charged again, they were pushed back with growing casualties. The Mexican troops, inspired by their land and cause, fought with astonishing bravery. Civilians, too, contributed, supplying ammunition, food, and water under enemy fire. By late afternoon, General de Lorenzez was forced to withdraw. He had lost nearly 500 men, while Mexican casualties remained significantly lower. Against every expectation, the French, one of the world's great powers, had been defeated by an army many considered unworthy of the field. The Battle of Puebla did not end the French intervention. Napoleon III later sent tens of thousands of reinforcements, eventually installing Archduke Maximilian of Austria as Emperor of Mexico. But that short-lived empire collapsed within a few years. What endured was Puebla's legacy. The battle became a national symbol of resistance and resilience. It proved that courage, strategy, and unity could overcome superior firepower. Today, Cinco de Mayo is a celebration of that moment, a time when ordinary people stood up to a foreign empire and prevailed. Puebla was not just a battlefield, it was a message. That dignity cannot be conquered. History is full of shadows, secrets, and forgotten voices, and we're here to bring them back to life. If this story moved you, imagine what else waits to be uncovered. From ancient fortresses to whispered legends, each tale holds power. So if you crave more journeys into the mysterious and the true, Don't forget to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and most importantly, subscribe, because some stories deserve to be told again.